Hey guys, so it is day, I think 21 or 22, I think 22 of my experiment of being a touring musician. I think it's raining outside, so I've just noticed that. But if you don't know what I'm doing, essentially, I am training myself physically, emotionally, and mentally to become a touring musician with the idea of like a grueling schedule of like 100 days of touring. That's pretty much the vibe. But whether I actually do 100 days of touring, probably not. Also, I'm so sorry if I keep looking down. I have managed to strain my neck today. I strained my neck today, Datsun. So here we are. Anyways, what's the update? What are the observations? Balance is hard, Pookies. Balance is hard. The whole idea of the first month of this experiment is to find my bearings, to see what works for me, to see what doesn't work for me, that kind of thing. But it's hard sticking to stuff when you are the one that's in charge of it. When I put this as a guise of an experiment, it made it easier. Didn't make it perfect, but it made it easier. And I've been able to make progress in a way that I couldn't before, which is really nice. However, something I haven't talked about during my videos, and I don't know how YouTube is gonna like this or not, but outside of doing this experiment, I am very well aware of what's going on around the world. About 3 years ago is when I had my disillusionment, and unfortunately it was October 7th, and I wish I had known about the world before that, but you know what, better late than never. And ever since, I've woken up and made myself wake up to what is going on around the world, which is like conflict after conflict after conflict, greedy people doing greedy things, fascism just being on the rise, how it's going from the US and 100% will come to the UK if we all do not vote green, just all of that. So trying to run this experiment whilst also being bombarded with what's going on in America and with ICE is like so much. I'm trying to do this for me so that I can do more for others. My hope also is that by building a platform, I can use that platform for good. Not just for myself, but for other people. Because at the end of the day, one of my biggest things as a person is to be there for other people more. Not more than myself, but be there for me so that I can be there for other people. That's another part of this. That's something I don't think I've talked about as well, is like, although the whole point of this experiment is that I feel good within myself, one of the biggest reasons I want to feel good within myself, where I heal my back, where I have more energy, is so that I can put that towards things that really matter. And hopefully by building a platform and making a living off of it, I can do that. And I'm already doing that. I already spend time learning about things going on in the world and trying to promote things you can do to be a better person in the world and help people. That's another big thing about this experiment. But it is a struggle seeing what's coming out right now, and the whiplash of so many things happening last year, more than any other year. I just feel like every month, every few weeks, there was a new protest in another country, in Nepal, in Vietnam, in Indonesia, in Sudan, in Congo, in Palestine, in so many different places. There are so many things going on right now. And as much as I want to give this experiment 100% of my energy, I do also have to just be honest with myself. And even though I am privileged enough to not see any of this as soon as I turn off my phone, it doesn't take from the fact that it's happening. So although I will be continuing this experiment, of course, for my well-being, I don't know where we're going to be in a year, and that scares me. I very much want to put my best foot forward and work on my music and work on DJing and all that good stuff, and like on my art and stuff. And I think art is incredibly important, and information is incredibly important in these times. So yeah, I hope that by doing this I can push and garner more attention on things that really matter other than just myself and this experiment. Yeah, so that was one thing. Today was supposed to be a research day, but I didn't end up doing it because I worked on a project with a friend, which I'm really excited about. I'm like creating mixes for her for a performance, which is really fun. Really helps channel my brain into something productive, but also for someone else. And also she's really good with her ideas of like doing things, so it's just nice inspiration. And it encourages me to make my own mixes of songs because I kind of fell out of love with that. So I think, yeah, also there are 3 cats in the room, by the way. So yeah, cat ambience is kind of a given. But yeah, so I think that was an observation from today, is like working with and for people who are great at what they do encourages me to work on my own projects. But yeah, I wasn't able to give myself a research day. Basically, the last Monday of the month I've designated for researching an artist who tours, about their food plan, their physical exercise, all that kind of stuff, and like what they do. Watch interviews, gather data, do this all live on TikTok, but I don't have time, and I won't have time until I think Thursday this week. So I've designated Thursday as that day on instead of Monday, and this is another thing, is like, although I have parameters for this experiment and like what I should be doing on every day, I'm also just leaving space for things to materialize the way they do. And it's working. I think it's working. The fact that I've been consistent with this for almost a month shows that it's working. I kind of fell off last week, but we're back on, which again is part of it. I think that's everything though. I guess I'm very low energy and I'm in pain, but tomorrow I'll be spending my friend's birthday with him, where we're just gonna jam. You might see some of that, maybe. I might upload some of it here. Yeah, just like having a good time and just yapping, and eating good food and all that. And then Wednesday I'll be working on a project with 2 different people for 2 different things. Thursday again will be that kind of day to do the touring stuff, but I also might go get some DJing equipment, we'll see. And then Friday is free. Monday, Wednesday and Friday are exercise days for me though, so Wednesday and Friday will be exercise days too. Again, fell off of it last week because my back was killing me after doing a gig on Saturday where I had my 5-hour librarian shift and then a 6-hour DJ shift and then a 5-hour librarian shift the next day also. It was just a lot for someone that has chronic pain and chronic fatigue and stuff like that. Like, I just don't have capacity like that. I guess this is also part of getting older. I don't know. We'll see again by the end of the year if that's true. If I will have more capacity, but if I'll have more energy, if I won't need like a week of wipeout after a gig. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then what's exciting though is this Sunday I will do a proper review of the month, read my observations, put a graph together, take my measurements of my arms and my waist and my thighs, see what difference there'll be from next month, because I didn't do a control at the beginning of this month. I think the control will start at the end of this month. Yeah, I don't know. I think the idea of the measurements came later than day 1, so I was like, this wouldn't be accurate if I do it that day. But anyways, sorry, the pain in my neck is just making it very difficult for me to focus right now. But yeah, I think that's everything. Thank God for friendship, thank God for music, thank God for God. Thank God for the spiritual energy I can kind of transmute into music, and how connected I feel to God actually when I'm making music or making mixes and stuff like that. Like, there's just something in my chest that rarely comes. It comes in conversation, it comes in experience, and it comes in making music. And it is not just a feeling of fulfillment, there is just an energy. You might think I'm cuckoo for saying that, but that's how I feel, and I'm not the only person that experiences that too. But yeah, I just hope that this week is a nice recovery week, that I get to like do things I enjoy, but also just rest, and prepare for what is to come, which is going to be very rigorous starting from next month. Like, it's going to be militant stuff. No binging because I'm bored. Everything has to be accounted for, but not like a crazy level. I'm going to leave space for things. I don't want to go OTT, which is also a problem when you over assess how much you should be eating and exercising, or over exercising like that. Like, these are all problems. So I'm trying to just have balance, so allow for days, not cheat days, just days. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope my neck is better by tomorrow. Really hoping it's better, because I really just I can't really move my neck. But that's okay. Struggles help you figure out things, so it is what it is. And I'll see you when I next make an observation video, and hopefully I will have charged my camera, because I recorded this on my phone. I don't know if I said that. I recorded this on my phone because I did not leave time to charge my batteries, because I forgot I needed time to charge my batteries, and I forgot that I needed to do this today also. So gotta love having tasks that you don't write down and then you don't do them when you need to have done them already. So yeah, see, my brain just went, did you take out your laundry? I've put a timer so that I deal with it in the morning. God, I hope I remember that tomorrow. Anyways, that's just a little insight into my brain. But yeah, like I said, yeah, drop in the comments any artists, touring artists I think that you would like to see me kind of like do the routine of. I do really want to do a K-pop one. I'm not gonna lie, like there's a part of me that wants to do like artists from around the world, and that includes K-pop, and K-pop's ones are crazy. I used to be like part of the K-pop world and like learn about the things that idols did and stuff, because I very much wanted to emulate. I didn't want to be a K-pop star, never that, but I wanted to emulate like some of the training that they do. Never got around to it, mind you, but I have ideas. And yeah, like my friend was like, you should do artists around the world, not just like English speaking artists, which I thought was a really good idea. So if you do have ideas of artists that you'd like to see me emulate, I would love to hear. And yeah, every comment makes a difference, every like makes a difference, every view makes a difference. I check this often. I always respond to messages. I always respond to comments. Yeah, that's I keep seeing this, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you stick around for the journey, and I'm excited to see where we go. We've already gone so far within like 21/2 days. It'll be in the title / description which one it is. But yeah, so see you tomorrow or not see you tomorrow. Hopefully I record a video. We'll see.